The discipline of desire is the background of character. Hey, how you guys doing today? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Bitcoin's making some gains. We're sitting there. We're getting closer to $10,000. We're coming in at 9,900 right now. That's a 2.2% gain. I mean, we got a market cap that's getting up there. It's getting into $467 billion. I mean, we're getting right there near that $500 billion range again. I mean, it's May. Everyone's getting real bullish on Bitcoin and the stuff that's going on here. We got about 25 billion traded in the last 24 hours. I mean, that's about average of lately. And we got BTC dominance that's hanging out there at 36%. So, I mean, what else we got going on with the market? Well, we got Ethereum. I mean, they've made some gains. They're holding them. They're onto the other side of $800. They're coming in at $819. That's a 2.9% gain. We got Ripple. They're coming in at 90 cents. That's a 0.3% gain. So that's about sideways movement there. No big deal. We got Bitcoin Cash. They're making some gains though. $1,700. That's 12%. You know, a lot of people are still invested into Bitcoin Cash. A lot of people are still out there hodling it. You know, they think that they can pump this stuff up there. You know, a lot of people are saying that, you know, the hard fork and the new smart contracts and all of that is going to give it some more promising, you know, features in the future here as it continues to develop. You know, you just have to, what side of the line do you lay on? All right, let me see. What else do we got? We got EOS. They're coming in at $17.79. That's a 4.6% gain. That's really not bad there at all. You know, considering they've made such gains, they took a little bit of pullback and now they're making gains again. That's a plus. Let me see. What do we got? We got Litecoin and Cardano. They're switching places right now. All right, we got Litecoin. They're up $176. That's great right there. That's an 8.5% gain. That's more than the standard 5% for day trading. You know, hopefully they can hold on to this and continue to make more gains as we continue to move forward through the weekend. All right, let me see what else we got. We got Cardano still hanging out there at about the same area, 36.5 cents. That's down about 2.6%. You know, they're holding on, they're maintaining. You know, there's a lot of good news starting to come out. I'm starting to hear a lot of other YouTubers talk about Cardano. You know me, I love my Bitcoin though. All right, so let me see what else do we got. We got Steam, and we got the Steam back dollar coming in at $3.77 and $3.37. You know, that's some sideways movement with the Steam back dollar, and Steam's pulling back a little bit. Looks like that's about 2.6 as well. All right, so let me see what else we got going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee for news. It's pretty good today. All right, well, I mean, the big news is that everyone's kind of sitting here and they're going to be trying to figure out what to do with Ethereum. I mean, over this weekend, we got the big meeting coming up on Monday between the SEC and the, you know, CFTC. They're going to be trying to figure out whether or not, you know, to call Ethereum a security. You know, I kind of don't know if we're really going to be seeing much of a decision out of it, or if they're actually going to just kind of postpone the situation, which is what we've been seeing a lot of. But if we do see a decision, I mean, it's probably more than likely going to be tied up in legal battle for a while. But a lot of people are starting to lean to the fact that Ethereum's not going to be a security due to the fact that, you know, the founders only have 1% of the coin, so they don't really have much sway in the market. I mean, when Ethereum was an ICO back in, what, 2014, they raised about $18.3 million. So, I mean, we all kind of just have to sit here and wait on the sidelines. But, you know, smart people that like to invest preemptively, or, you know, they might already know what's going on because they always have those conspiracy theories going on here. You know, they might already know that the SEC's going to come out and say that, you know, it's not a security. So they're preemptively getting in because they expect the price to pump on the other side of Monday here when we actually do get some sort of word. All right, what else have we got going on? Well, I mean, we got South Korea. They're looking to pass a bill to legalize ICOs over there. You know, we've seen a lot of FUD that comes out of Korea that's being pumped by, you know, Western world, pretty much out of America and all of that. You know, they're really behind their cryptos. We really see them pump up the cryptos. They're really invested into it. They're really trying to legalize it and get it moving forward. You know, that's really what we want to see out of these countries that don't necessarily have, you know, the means and capabilities that, you know, the larger nations do to be able to stabilize their money and take care of their people. All right, let me see what else we got. We got that Singapore. You know, they got these bank notes. They're actual physical bank notes that are going to be 0.01 BTC. That's about $100 right now. And 0.05 BTC, which is about $500 at the minute. You know, I actually don't think that's really that bad of an ideal, because it wouldn't never hurt to pick one up and be able to throw it in your safe, you know, as a way of just setting it aside. You know, it's still going to come down to making sure that, you know, the private keys are safe and all of that, because unless you own your private keys, you don't own your Bitcoin. All right, let me see. What else do we got going on here today? We got that Charlie Schramm. He's out there. He's saying that this is Bitcoin's last stop at $10,000. You know, I kind of intending to believe this. I mean, there has been such bullish movement getting ready here as we move into the month of May. I mean, there's absolutely no reason why Bitcoin can't get up there to $20,000 by the end of the month. A lot of people say that Bitcoin is manipulated and still manipulated. A lot of people say that, you know, there's rich people out there with a lot of Bitcoin controlling the market, and they, you know, use it to fund themselves. So they're definitely going to be pushing to pump it if that's true. Otherwise, I mean, I can hear and read news that Coinbase is getting ready and is ready for an onboard for a lot of new users. You know, this is the second time around. It's been 6 months since people seen the big, you know, pump in Bitcoin. We've seen the funds getting back up there from 6,500 to now we're knocking on 10K. Everyone's going to want to get in on this. I mean, you know, like I was saying the other day, you know, you can't drive around in your car now without hearing some crazy commercial on there telling you to take a second mortgage or a loan to buy the Bitcoin dip. I mean, I'm starting to notice it in all kinds of TV shows, even if they're just joking around and making fun of it. It's the fact of word of mouth that everyone's hearing about Bitcoin. And the more you hear about Bitcoin, eventually you're going to want to get into it, because you take the time, you start trying to figure out what it is. And when you see that it's this new currency that's going to fix kind of some of the problems we got going on in the world, and you see the potential for massive gains, you really want to get in on it. All right, let me see, what else do I got going on here for you? Oh, I got a crazy story for you that I seen from another YouTuber talking about another Russian YouTuber. He was on there flashing about $500,000, claiming to be a millionaire. Shortly after he goes off his live stream, some people come over, they beat him up, they rob him, they take his money. He goes, you know, to the police and the authorities, and then starts claiming that half of the money or a majority of the money belonged to other investors that wanted to invest in cryptocurrency. Ended up, you know, having to file bankruptcy or whatever and move back in with his mom, and then ended up committing suicide. I mean, it's a tragic story. It seems a little funny at the beginning, but what it kind of goes to show is that cryptocurrency is real. I mean, you can make a bunch of money, but you got to be safe about it. I mean, how are you going to feel if you know, get a Bitcoin or two and it shoots up to $40, $50, $60,000 and you didn't store it properly, and then you get hacked and it gets stolen, and then you're back to broke? I mean, some people have killed themselves for less, and you never want to do anything to put yourself in that kind of a state of mind just because you didn't actually take the time to learn a little more about Bitcoin and how to protect it better. You know, one of the main things when it comes to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is that, you know, you have to do your due diligence because you're in charge of it. You are your own bank. No one's going to do it for you. It's just like the real world, and it's pretty savage. And I mean, it's just sad, but that's the reality of the situation. So, sorry to end on such a depressing note there, but as always, I'm going to see if I can't keep bringing you some of these live streams. I can't necessarily predict that I'm going to be able to get out here and give you a live stream at the same exact time every single day. You know, of course, I have to go to work and, you know, make my bread and butter to be able to pay my bills. I don't live on crypto, not quite yet. I mean, I'm hoping to get there someday. But as always, you guys, these numbers are starting to climb upwards. I love getting the new subscribers. You know, come on over to Lit. Look me up. It's Eugene Forrest. Come on over to Steam It, please. Upvote my post. Comment down below, and I'll upvote that. That's kind of how we take care of each other over there. I'm still on Minds as well, posting. Come on by there if you're looking for social media. I'm trying to get out there on the newer social medias. See if I can't bring people together to create this community. You know, we're trying to avoid ripoffs and all of that kind of stuff. So as always, you guys, there's a subscribe button down there. Please hit it. The notifications will help you guys find out when I start trying to do these live streams. As always, I got all my own personal tools and links and all of that stuff down there to help you guys understand the cryptocurrency market and see what's going on out there. Got those donational addresses too if you got that extra cryptocurrency laying around. But as always, you guys, you need to keep your Bitcoin safe.